Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Clemens again. Yesterday we did the book, Creepy Carrots. Remember me dressed as a carrot? Well, today I have another book to share with you, and this one's called Creepy Pair of Underwear. As you can probably guess, the author and illustrator are the same as they were in the Creepy Carrots book. So Aaron Reynolds is the author. He did the words, and Peter Brown is the illustrator. He did the pictures. Creepy pair of underwear. Here we go. Jasper Rabbit is back again, so he's the main character. Jasper Rabbit needed new underwear. On Thursday, Mom took him to the underwear store and grabbed the last 3 packages of plain white. But as they headed for the checkout, Jasper spotted them. Creepy underwear. So creepy. So comfy. They were glorious. Mom! Mom! Can we get these? Jasper pleaded. I think they're a little too creepy, said Mom. They're not creepy. They're cool, said Jasper. I'm not a little bunny anymore. I'm a big rabbit now. Mom agreed to buy 1 pair. That night, Jasper wore his cool new underwear to bed. Do you want me to leave the hallway light on? Asked Dad. Dad, I'm not a little bunny anymore, said Jasper. I'm a big rabbit now. His dad shut the door, and that's when Jasper noticed the underwear glowed. A ghoulish, greenish glow. He closed his eyes. He pulled up the covers. He buried his face in his pillow, but it didn't help. He could still see that ghoulish, greenish glow. Jasper leaped out of bed and put on a pair of plain white. He stuffed the creepy underwear into the bottom of his laundry hamper. He finally fell asleep. But when he got up the next day, he was wearing the creepy underwear. Jasper threw them into the garbage can. He was still a big rabbit. He wasn't scared or anything, but he was done with scary underwear. After school, Jasper was doing his homework and he heard it. A scratchy scraping sound coming from the dresser. He opened the drawer and they were back, staring at him with that ghoulish, greenish glow. He snatched the creepy underwear out of the drawer. He grabbed a big envelope and some stamps. Bye-bye, scary underwear, he said, dropping the package in the mailbox. When he opened the front door the next morning, there they were! And were those chopsticks? His creepy pair of underwear had somehow returned from China, and it had brought back souvenirs. Jasper grabbed his mom's good sewing scissors. She didn't like him using them, but this was an underwear emergency. This time, the creepy underwear were gone for good. At bedtime, he slowly opened his underwear drawer. Nothing, just plain white undies. He searched under his bed. He shook out his lampshades. Phew! There was no sign of creepy underwear. He went into the bathroom to comb his ears. They were back! What's the matter with you? His mom asked. You're so jittery lately. Nothing, he yelped. A grown rabbit couldn't be terrified of his underpants. He seized the underwear. He snagged a shovel from the garage and he rode. He didn't stop pedaling until he reached Creekhanger Hill. Jasper began to dig. He dug until his hole was dark and deep and 100% underwear proof. He dropped the underwear in. They gleamed from the bottom, that ghoulish greenish glow. But not for long. When he got home, Jasper crept up to his dresser. They couldn't be in there. There was no way. right? He reached for the handle. He peeked in. Nothing, just plain white. Jasper smiled and turned out the light. What do you think's going to happen next? There was just one problem. It was really dark in there, even for a big rabbit. Jasper turned on the light. He looked at his non-glowy pair of plain white, and he knew what he had to do. The creepy underwear were a little muddy, but they still filled the room with that gentle greenish glow. The next day, Jasper gathered his allowance money and went to the underwear store all by himself, just like a big rabbit. That night, Jasper wasn't scared at all. As he lay down to sleep, he smiled, and so did his underwear, because they had finally found somebody who wasn't scared of creepy underwear. Fun story, huh? So we know that sometimes after we read or even while we're reading, we try and think back about what happened to make sure we're understanding what we heard or what we read. So we know that Jasper was the main character, right? The creepy underwear seemed to be characters in there too. Okay. At the beginning of the story, his mom took him to the store. Why? Why'd they go to the store? Were they getting groceries? No, he needed some new underwear, so they went to the underwear store. He says he's big, and he wants those creepy underwear. And by the end, he's happy with them again. But in the middle, he was a little creeped out by them. Do you remember when he used the scissors? What did he do with those scissors? He cut them up, didn't he? But they came back. Ah! So I was wondering, what do you think is creepy? Like, I think snakes, creepy. I'm not a fan of those. What do you think is creepy? Your teachers would love if you would share that with them. You could draw a picture or write about it. And then what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think about both books, Creepy Carrots and Creepy Pair of Underwear. And we're going to work on a Venn diagram. Okay, so that's this, where it has two circles. And the pictures, you're going to add the little pictures. You can color them and cut them out. And the pictures that only go with the Creepy Carrots book, you would glue down there. The pictures that go with the creepy pair of underwear, you would glue here. And if they were in both stories, they would go in the middle. Okay? So like Jasper, he was the main character, right? So he was in both stories, so I would put him in the middle. But when I think about the carrots, the carrots or the underwear, they were just in their own story. So I would put the carrot and the underwear in their own story, and then things that go in the middle in both. And then again, your teachers would love to see you comparing those books. Again, we're going to run through our sight words. Sight words are super important. You have to see them and know them. So just say them with me. A, I, the, and, like, see, we. I would love for you to be using those words in sentences like, did you see any creepy carrots? Or I might say, did you like creepy pair of underwear or the creepy carrots? Which one did you like more? I liked both creepy carrots and the creepy pair of underwear. So make sure you're doing your best to use some of our sight words in sentences, boys and girls. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.